Hello, how is everyone doing out there on today? I want to come on and do my due diligence as always and see how you all are doing. Check on you, see how your day is going. We know what today is. I'm super excited because I know, look, God has a plan no matter what the outcome may be. God has a plan, right? But today I want to come on because I want to talk to you about a subject that I thought about, and it's dealing with us trusting in ourselves and steps growing your sense of trust in yourself when it comes to making a decision, right? Many times we go to others when it's a decision that needs to be made for us. Some of us do now, some of us don't, but some of us are getting to the place where we make decisions based off of what others may think or may feel, and many of us now are making decisions based off of what feels good to us, right? And so I want to come on today because I know a lot of times we as individuals, we struggle with trusting ourselves. And many times we go back and forth questioning, is this the right thing? Is that the right thing? Am I hearing from you? Do I need to call and ask somebody else's opinion? What do they think? Will this look right? You know, all that stuff, on and on and on. When we got to learn how to trust ourselves, we got to trust what has been placed on the inside of us and know what is best for us, right? So that's what we're talking about today. Just the 5 steps to growing your sense of trusting in yourself even more when it comes to making decisions. A lot of times we got so many things going on that we have to make decisions about. And sometimes we're going to make the right decision. Sometimes we may not make the right decision. But guess what? We can't beat ourselves up if the decision that we made was not relevant at that time or was the right decision for us at that time. You just get up, shake the dust off yourself and just start over. And so I've had to learn that I've made decisions based off of what someone else thought, what someone else recommended, what someone else felt might be good for me. But now I make decisions based off of what is good for me. Now, that happened because there was a shift in my life. And when I began to figure out what it is that I like, what it is that I don't like, what my purpose is, where I want my future to go, when I began to hone in and I got clarity on me, then I began to make decisions without going and ask someone else about, is it a good decision or it's a bad decision, unless it's a business decision with someone, right? So today I just want to talk about just trusting yourself, right? And so the first step that I want to talk to you about is connect with your soul voice. And what I mean by soul voice, I mean that inner voice. That inner voice that you connect so clear with, that it shuts down confusion and doubt. That voice is so loud that only thing that you can hear is telling you to go forward. And when you connect with that inner voice, no matter what type of confusion you may feel on the inside or what type of doubt that may be running through your head, that inner voice is so strong that it will shut it down, right? That place of love you're approaching them from is often straight from your soul voice. So if you got to make a decision or talk to someone, you tap into your soul voice. You make sure that you're in a place where when you talk with that person, right, you communicate with that person, that is so much love there that they're able to receive what it is that you're saying, right? And the decision that you have to make that's best for you. Okay. And you have to find your voice and you have to practice it every single day until it's loud. This is not something that when we're talking about trusting yourself, this is not like a one-time event, especially when you struggle with trusting yourself and trusting your decisions, right? Because you always look at it from a negative perspective. Man, I make the wrong decision. I shouldn't have did this. I shouldn't have did that. When you think like that, that mindset has to be changed. So guess what? You have to practice every single day finding your voice and repeating the positive over and over every day until it shuts down all confusion and all doubt. That's number one. Number two, you have to substantiate your trustworthiness, right? So when we talk about substantiating your trustworthiness, we're talking about how you list out of the times, what impacts did each of these decisions have on your life. So you've had to make decisions, right? And so you have to list out the times and what decisions you made and what would your life be like if you had chose differently. So you have to substantiate your trustworthiness, and then your voice, your soul voice will never let you down, right? It will never let you down. When you truly connect to it, it will lead you to where you need to go time and time again. So substantiating your trustworthy. Has your inner voice ever let you down? And if it has let you down, then you need to go back and you need to find out why and how did it let you down, right? And you go from there. Then you have number three, you have to stretch and you have to expand your trustworthiness, right? And so we're going to talk about this. When you're faced with an important decision, you ask yourself, which path will stretch you and expand you the most? Which path will challenge you to grow professionally, spiritually, personally, or whatever way you want to be stretched? Right? When you're talking about stretching and expanding your trustworthiness, those are the questions that you have to ask yourself. Which path pushes you outside of your comfort zone? Which path, right? That's what you have to do. I'm going to say it again. When you're faced with an important decision, because this is important, you ask yourself, which path do you need to take that will stretch you and expand you the most? The most. And that what will it challenge you? Will it challenge you to grow? Will it challenge you to grow professionally, spiritually, personally, or whatever way you want to grow? Will it do that, right? Will it do that? And number four, you align yourself with people who understand and support you, which is the ultimate key of all of this, right? So many times we want to have relationships. And we form these relationships, right? And we might have formed these relationships when we was in a different place in our life and a different space in our life, right? But now that we are getting to this place where we are finding out who we are and rediscovering who we are and want things to align and we want things better in our lives and we want the momentum to keep moving in our lives, those relationships may still be nice to have, but they may not be the individual that you need in your life or where you're going right now. So we have to align ourselves with people who understand where we are and support us. And that is the biggest struggle I know for entrepreneurs and for people that or maybe just start in business. Aligning yourself with people who understand where you at and support you. I remember telling someone before I became an entrepreneur, I thought, it ain't that hard. But I tell you what, baby, it is hard. It is hard work because you're doing everything on your own. Until you get yourself out there, you're doing everything on your own. So until you are in that situation, or you don't know, so you don't understand what it is that I'm going through, you can't really support what it is that I'm going through or that I'm dealing with because you've never been in that place, right? So we have to learn how to align ourselves with people that understand and support us. So today I want to come on and I want to talk to you about just trusting yourself, right? Trusting yourself, making sure that that voice that inner voice that's on the inside of you is louder than doubt or confusion, right? Is louder. And that is saying to you, I can do this. I can do all things. I trust myself. I'm making the right decision, right? That's what you want to hear. Number two, you got to substantiate your trustworthiness. You got to go back. You got to look at, okay, how many times this done let me down? How many times I done made this mistake? How many times have I been successful, right? You got to look at it and substantiate it, right? Number three, you got to learn how to stretch and expand yourself. A lot of times we don't want to stretch and expand ourselves. We want to stay like right here. Guess what? You got to stretch that mind. You got to expand your thought process. You got to expand the way you do things. You know, you got to expand your relationship. You got to expand your circle. You got to stretch yourself, right? And you got to look, you got to learn how to say, okay, you know what? This path right here, is it going to help me professionally, personally, and in any other place that I want to grow in my life? So that's what we talk about when we talk about, look, I'm being stretched. I'm being expanded. I know what I can do. I know what I'm going to do. I want you to get to that place too where you know who you are, right? I need to be stretched. I need to expand my life. I don't need it to be just here anymore in a box, right? And the last one is that you have to align yourself around people, right? Around people who understand and support you. And for me, when I first started this, that was the biggest thing for me, because guess what? I didn't understand it to this degree like I do now, that God gives you the vision. God gives you the vision. He said, write the vision, make it plain. He gave it to you. And many times people are not going to see what you see, right? Unless they've done what you've done. So if you're looking for support and understanding from people who are not doing what you're doing, you're setting yourself up to be disappointed. I can attest to this, right? Ouch on my part. Guess what? Lesson learned. Everything that I'm telling you is things that I've learned from myself. So on today, I just wanted to come on and tell you, trust you. Trust you. You got this. We got this. You make the right decisions that's for you, what's good for you. And when you make a decision that's good for you, guess what? It'll all work out. But if you're making decisions based off of what someone else wants you to do and what somebody else's recommendation is, guess what? You're going to keep on being in the same situation that you've been in for years. And we want to cancel that out. 2021, we moving, we stretching and expanding. We got businesses to build. We got brand building going on here. So on today, I just want to encourage you all just to keep pushing, keep building, keep trusting yourself. Trust yourself. And we will talk later. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.